show me. As our last show was just a straight lineup of debuts, we got a few debuts here at this show this evening, making her stand-up debut. Please welcome Sarah!
A little bit louder, please. Thank you. We can at least pretend that the next 7 minutes will be fun. As Paul said, this is my stand-up debut. I am 22 years young. In about a month, I'll be 22 years young. And the fact that I said 22 years young tells you that mentally I'm actually about 50. And I'm not joking. I am the dad of my group of friends. And I wish I was kidding when I said that, because I am literally the person that shows up to events and makes dad jokes. And like, we all know what dad jokes are. There are dads in this room, right? Like, just terrible, terrible puns. I'm the friend that shows up to an event, looks like she's a pretty one in the room, and then immediately goes like, hey, that trout looks suspicious. And I usually get that reaction. Half the room laughs, and the other half goes, I don't know you. But it is true, I am an old soul. I've been told that my entire life, and unfortunately, it's apparently started showing on my face, which no one ever believes me when I say that. But as an entertainer, I'm an actor as well. As an entertainer, you undergo a lot more scrutiny than you would think, because it's all about the way you look, obviously. And being a woman and an entertainer means that you undergo twice as much as a normal person. Like, ladies, we all know what it's like to get like wrinkles or freckles or moles or all kinds of crap on your face, right? Like, just like, you wake up with a zit and you're like, oh great, all right, I'm not going anywhere today, putting on the iron mask and just disappearing from the world. Just end up doing the man in the iron mask and not talking to anybody. Recently, I noticed in the past few months that I look older than most of my friends, being 21. And that's terrifying, because my best friend in the world is 23 and gets carded twice as often as I do. So when we go to bars, I'm not kidding. Like, she gets carded, and then my ex-boyfriend, who is almost 30, he's 27. I say almost 30. Makes him look worse, makes me look better, it's all good. We went to the bar, like, in October or something, and we walked up to the door, and the guy goes, oh, she's fine, but I need to see your ID, buddy. And he goes, I'm sorry, what? And I started laughing, and he goes, yeah, no, she's gotta be at least like 26. Exactly. It's gotten to the point where I actually became really, really neurotic about what happens to my skin. To the point where if anyone in here saw my night routine, you would be seriously concerned about my mental health. like you might want to like sit me down and have an intervention about vitamin E cream. That's how bad it's gotten. Because there's all these like, WebMD is terrifying. WebMD? Everyone knows what it is. Okay. I went on WebMD the other day to look up something different that was going on with my body, because every day is a battlefield. And I discovered everything leads to brain cancer and everything is a battlefield. I looked up something else to do with like a muscle cramp or something, and it was like, oh, it could be a sign of early onset menopause. Menopause, that's right. And I immediately started Googling anti-aging products and ways to like keep my skin young and ways to just like not die. Much, much slower, just to stave off the process of aging. I'll walk you through it. I have to take my hat off so you can see. I'll walk you through my process every night. All right, so I do a full face of makeup every day. I come home, completely cleanse my face with makeup remover, and then it gets weird. Then I have a sea sponge, not a regular sponge, not a face sponge. It's a sea sponge that my mom brought back for me from San Diego with the bar. So completely scrub my face down. And some people like their face. No, neck to chest. I'm not kidding. Everything from like up to like my rib cage gets scrubbed down, even the back of my neck sometimes, if I feel truly disgusting. And we all have those days, right? Sometimes it's just like the back of my neck needs a little bit of highlight, and I've done that before. I'm telling you, I'm crazy. So the whole from here to here, completely scrubbed down. Then an actual face, an exfoliant. And when they say exfoliant, they mean liquid sandpaper. Oh, like we've all seen them. It's like the gritty, gross, like smells like apricots or like lavender, and it feels like you're putting your face in a shredder. I've like come away with like my nose is bleeding, and I go, I don't remember washing the inside of my nose, but all right. Sometimes I bleed, sometimes I get it in my eye. Have you ever gotten sand in your eye? Have you ever gotten mint-scented sand in your eye? The ninth circle of hell is probably that mixed with menstrual cramps. And Tinder, just to throw that on the fire. Full exfoliation, and then I go in with 2 different lotions. One for my body, one for my face, and it is vitamin E cream, which is thick and goopy and light and just smells like retirement. Hi Mom, by the way, the parents are here. Let's say hi. It smells like old people. It does, and I hate saying that because I know other people that use it that are my age, and I know my mom uses it, but it just smells like, you know, geriatrics. It does, and then I do all that, and then if I've done, like, if I go to, like, conventions or I have false eyelashes on or something else, I'll put a hot washcloth over my eyes and just sit there, like this, for about 10 minutes, and I'll soak my eyes. And it's almost like, and there's Anya playing in the background of all of this. It's, you can say that. I'm not kidding. And it has not worked because I still get told I look about 29 when I go to audition rooms. So there's that. But another way that I have found to stave off the crippling fear of death I've discovered in myself is I got a job with a company that does princess parties for kids. And I have discovered that I can get paid to dress up like a fairy or an off-brand princess that rhymes with Hilsa. or Minker Smell. Stuff like that. Not that they're named that. No, instead of Tinkerbell, we have the Green Fairy, who happens to wear the exact same dress that Tinkerbell does. And we have Rosetta, who is my newest character that I play, and she's a flower fairy, but we refer to her as the flower fairy. Her favorite things are pink and roses and springtime. And also, she talks like Christian gentlemen, so I get paid to walk around and pretend to be someone much shorter and twice as talented as I am. It's true. It's true. She's got the voice, and I've got, well, I look really cute today. So, but I do that, and then on the side of that, I also go with my boss to conventions every once in a while. And we're not talking like a dance convention. We're not talking like a business convention. We are talking cosplay. Who knows what cosplay is? Thank God I have a hip audience. Okay, cool. Because I had to explain that to somebody the other day, and explaining cosplay is kind of like explaining an acid trip. I swear to God it is, because I started cosplaying really seriously about a year ago. And my first character that I did was a DC character named Harley Quinn. Yeah. So like one person who knows what that is. But it turns out that I chose cosplay Harley Quinn the same year that they announced the movie Suicide Squad. Which would be awesome if I cosplayed that version of Harley Quinn. And am I really? No? I'm doing well, it's great. It's awesome. The mic was on, oops. I did Harley Quinn, and the version that I do, she's blind, and she kind of talks like this, and she wears a red and black clown suit, she's the Joker's girlfriend, and she's really annoying. Like me, but without the accent. I started doing Harley Quinn, I am no lighter. Anyways, basically walking into a convention as Harley Quinn, I got attacked by a group of Deadpools. I'm not kidding. Deadpool. We all know Deadpool. Straight up walked in my very first convention, having my suit and the whole thing and the pigtails, and I'm really excited. Somebody in a Deadpool suit runs up to me and does this. Just like that. Immediately, I ran to a corner and hid for the next 6 hours, and that was my first convention experience.